The only local news teams taking action for you. KIMA KEPR Action News starts now.
Coming up this morning on Action News, we talked a busy day for fire crews yesterday. Several are still battling a fire that sparked in the evening near the Arboretum in Yakima. The blaze closed a portion of Highway 24, but that has since reopened. There were also fires in Benton County and the Umatilla National Forest. We'll share the latest. Plus, most of the state is now in high fire danger. The Department of Natural Resources has announced more strict burn bans for forest lands. Our neck of the woods continues to sit in very high fire danger with a base level burn ban. We'll fill you in on that and the state fire mobilization in an effort to get ahead of any potential firefights. And in some lighter news, the 3-on-3 basketball tournament in Yakima hits the streets this weekend. The contest looks to raise money for a local youth football rec league. We'll have that story and more coming up as you start your day with us right here on Action News. Good Thursday morning, everybody. I'm Dave Furtado.
And I'm meteorologist Jefferson Donovan.
And Jefferson, in the world of weather, we can see that fire near the Arboretum as we speak, right out our window, if you will.
Yeah, right out our weather cam. You certainly can see some of that smoke from the fire at the Arboretum. Now, I will say that the weather cam is bouncing around, or appears to be bouncing around in a pretty vigorous manner this morning. That's really not because of the winds being too strong, but that is just because of how zoomed in the camera is. Any kind of little nudge from wind makes it seem like the wind is a lot more. But you can see some of that smoke down there from the Arboretum fire. Again, firefighters are hard at work trying to get that under control. We were under red flag warning conditions yesterday in Yakima. We are maintaining red flag warning conditions for today, but the rest of the forecast area is now out of those red flag warning criteria. Of course, we'll talk more about that as we go later into the newscast. Right now in Yakima, we are looking at 15-mile-an-hour winds, stronger gusts than that. It's also very warm in Yakima this morning, sitting at 74 degrees at present. Here's a look at your weather headlines today. Now, we're not going to see record-breaking temperatures like we saw on Tuesday or Wednesday, but temperatures are still going to be above average for today and moving forward. Hazy sunshine is going to be overhead. That's just because of so many fires burning in the Pacific Northwest. And in general, there's no real big pattern change anytime soon. The weather is going to be just kind of on a wash, rinse, and repeat kind of scenario. I'll continue to break down your weather forecast coming up.
Thanks, Jefferson. We begin this morning in Yakima. Several fire crews are battling a fire near the Arboretum. Now, this was the scene near the Yakima River yesterday at about 8:30 in the evening. You can see the heavy flames and black smoke moving towards Moxie in this video. Highway 24 between University Parkway and I-82 was closed last night, but it opened up just after midnight. Despite how close the flames are, the Yakima Humane Society posted on Facebook that the shelter is not in any sort of danger. This is a developing situation, and we will continue to update you as more information becomes available. A 2 to 4 acre fire is burning in the North Fork Umatilla Wilderness. According to the Umatilla National Forest, the Buck Creek fire was first reported just after 7:20 yesterday morning at around 3.5 miles southeast of Bingham Springs in Oregon. As of the latest update, firefighters are currently on scene attempting to put out the blaze, though the cause of the fire is currently under investigation. Additionally, effective yesterday, the Umatilla National Forest moved to high fire danger and industrial fire precaution level 2. Firefighters say a brush fire in rural Benton County luckily started early in the morning yesterday. Fire crews raced to Meals Road a little after 9:30 a.m. for a small vegetation fire on the side of the road that was working into the trees. When they got there, it had just crossed the threshold into the wooded area, but they managed to quickly put it out. It didn't threaten buildings, nor did it cause any injuries, but the heat was top of mind, which Fire Chief Scott Laparco says is planned for months in advance.
In late spring, we ramp up our response model to where we're dispatching everybody we can to the fire. We've got pre-assigned run cards that have a larger number of vehicles, a larger number of firefighters on them just for that reason. Just for the high heat, the possibility of the fires being larger and moving faster.
He adds they've been focused on responding to fires faster and getting to work quicker to avoid a bigger firefight, citing yesterday's conditions were in their favor.
I know our humidities are still up pretty high today, so the rate of spread is going to be pretty slow. But later today, we're in very high fire danger. We're also in a red flag warning in our area for some winds and stuff this afternoon. So timing-wise, if this was at 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon, it probably would have been a much bigger fire.
Now, fire officials say they're still investigating the cause of the blaze, but say it was likely sparked by humans. Now to a house fire in Pasco that led to quite an emergency presence yesterday morning as well, though officials say the house isn't a total loss. Shortly after 8:30 yesterday morning, several fire crews responded to the 1900 block of Riverview Drive for a fire that was pumping out smoke and heat. Arriving fire crews say the fire was quickly put out and deemed under control about 5 minutes later. There were no injuries to the occupants as they and their pets were all evacuated. There's also no word on the cause of the blaze, which is still under investigation. These hot, dry temperatures and recent wildfire activity has increased the danger and prompted a statewide burn ban. The Department of Natural Resources ordered the ban on all forest lands under the department's fire protection, including campfires. The ban will last through the end of September, but may change depending on fire conditions. Officials urge the public to stay prepared during fire season, including checking conditions before heading out. In the lower basin fire danger rating area, which spans from Yakima through Walla Walla, we're still in very high fire danger, and rule burns are banned. However, campfires are allowed in approved campgrounds and permit burning is still allowed, subject to conditions of the permit. With these hot, dry conditions across the state this week, state fire assistance has been mobilized for Yakima, Kittitas, and Klickitat counties for pre-positioning. We spoke to the Washington State Fire Marshal's office yesterday, who tells us the pre-positioning of resources are firefighters' best bet for decreasing the likelihood of a more dangerous and larger fire from breaking out in the areas already under high alert. One strike team has been sent to each county, consisting of 5 wildland fire engines and 1 water tanker.
We look at a number of things. We look at fuel moistures. We look at current weather and forecasted weather, red flag warnings, which are indicators of some hazardous fire weather. There are red flag warnings for, I believe, almost the entire east side of Washington through today and tomorrow. And then kind of local fire history.
The strike team in Yakima is near the West Valley area, and in Kittitas County, it's near Cle Elum. Slauson says that while it is quite uncommon for the fire marshal office to send strike teams out in this manner, he did mention they did the same thing last year for the same areas. Now, state fire marshal meteorologists have predicted increased gusty winds this week or gap winds through the mountain passes and the Columbia River Gorge, citing these winds, which pick up speed as they go, play a large role in how fast a fire will spread in grasses and brush. On to some lighter news this weekend. This coming weekend, there will be a 3-on-3 basketball tournament in Yakima. And by street basketball, they literally mean it. The Bring It Back to the Streets 3-on-3 tournament will be played along Pendleton Way and 2nd Street.
I've always remembered, even when I played, 3-on-3 tournaments were on the streets. They were played on blacktop, traveled around to different towns, playing for shirts or sweaters to represent at the next tournament that you won. So my goal was to bring that back to the streets because I feel Yakima doesn't have that anymore.
There will also be a showcase court in the County Hall parking lot. All the money raised from the tournament will go towards the Southeast Saints. The festivities start on Friday at 5 with a free throw contest, 3-point contest, and a dunk contest. Now, Jefferson, let's talk weather here because it's going to be hot, especially today, tomorrow, going into the weekend. So, folks, if you're going to go out and do any of the tournament stuff, if you're going to go out and do any activities this weekend, you got to be prepared. Yeah, you should be prepared, but we're at least not seeing the record-breaking heat like we did see on Tuesday or Wednesday. Temperatures are going to be much more seasonal for this time of year moving forward. Now, we are still going to be above average by about 5 to 10 degrees, but again, it's not going to be that abnormal heat, not those 110-degree readings like we did see on Tuesday or Wednesday. Really, today is when we start seeing that modest cool down. Highs across eastern Washington and northeast Oregon today will be in the mid-90s to low 100s, and more of the same is to come. I will tell you how long we will kind of hold on to this similar weather pattern coming up. Thanks, Jefferson. The time now is 5:09. Coming up on KEPR KIMA this morning, some state news. 100 days of action. A plan to address youth gun violence started yesterday on the west side. It comes after a student was shot and killed in a high school parking lot. And officials say the plan will work with community-based groups to invest in violence interruption. We'll talk about it after the break, but later in the show, national news. Senators held a hearing on Capitol Hill to discuss the federal government's response to the collapse of the Francis Scott Key Bridge in Baltimore. Their biggest question, who's paying the nearly $2 billion tab to rebuild it? But that's just a quick look at what's ahead this morning. Stay with us.